Hey, it's Chris and Hannah. We're at All In Gym. We're going to shoot a Q&A segment for our YouTube today. Hannah, what is our first question?
Our first question from Carter Meals was, what are the benefits of supplementing with creatine?
Creatine, amazing supplement. Actually, before I get started, one thing I want to say is creatine is the most studied supplement in the world. As far as being safe and effective, it has more studies proving it. It's a great supplement that everyone should take. And here's why. Number one, enhanced energy production. You take creatine, you're going to have more energy to work out harder. Number two, I'm going to explain why that is. Number two is ATP. The body uses ATP for energy. ATP is stored in your muscles. When you go to contract your muscle, ATP is giving it the energy. But ATP only lasts for a very short time, and then the ATP cell becomes ADP. Well, creatine is stored in the muscles as creatine phosphate. Creatine phosphate actually bonds to the new ADP cell and turns it back into ATP so it can be used for energy again. So if our muscle cells are full of creatine phosphate, that's more ATP we have, which is more energy for longer contractions and better workouts. What you'll see in number three, through testing, they've realized that it's about a 14% increase in performance. So for a very cheap, healthy supplement, if every workout is 14% better than it would have been without it, accumulate that over multiple workouts over multiple years, you're talking quite a bit of benefits. Probably one of the top benefits of any supplement you could take. They tested top athletes. We're talking Olympic level athletes, not recreational athletes. They were seeing a 5 to 15% increase even when they're that high level of athletes and that trained. So it's beneficial for everyone from the recreational weekend warrior to the best of the best. Water weight. A lot of people say they don't like to take creatine because it makes them hold water. On average, most people gain 1 to 3 pounds of water weight. So I promise you, if you feel like you look bloated and stuff, it's not the creatine. It's probably your diet. It's probably body fat you're holding. Quit blaming the creatine. Take this increase in performance and eat a little better. Down here, there's a 20% increase in cognitive ability. They did a study where they gave people a list of numbers. The people that took creatine could remember a longer list of numbers by 20% than the placebo group that didn't have creatine. Our brain uses creatine. So obviously, on top of all the physical and body benefits we're also getting cognitive benefits. So that's a win. 4 weeks to load. A lot of people talk about a creatine loading phase where you're taking 25 grams for 2 weeks. Once you saturate a cell with creatine, it can't hold anymore. So if you're going to do the loading phase, it's typically 1 to 2 weeks, and then you go to 5 grams a day. Personally, I prefer just doing the 5 grams a day for 4 weeks to get that load and then continue that 5 grams. The reason being, one of the only side effects to creatine usually happens in a loading phase. When you're taking 20 to 25 grams, some people get diarrhea, nausea, headaches, upset stomach. That typically doesn't happen staying in the 5 grams. So I recommend take your time, take the extra 4 weeks to saturate the cells and just stay on that dose year round. And that's going to give you your best bang for your buck with creatine. If you have any questions, as always, hit us up on any form of social media. If you're local, stop in and see us. Let's all get better together.